And the best way to experience giniling is gawing palaman sa pandesal. You make this Filipino bread into a sandwich. Let's just open it, that one. And then, let's put this in. There you go. There you have it. You have a sandwich. And now let's try it. Mayong adlaw mga kaigalaan! Ako si Chakoy and welcome to another episode of Wandering Kusina. Today's episode, we're going to cook giniling. Now, this is going to be a simplified version of what we used to have, or what we did earlier, which we call it Picadillo. This is also Picadillo, but we're going to make it simple. And this recipe, giniling, is common to all Filipinos who love to cook easy food and delicious. We Filipinos also love meaty recipes. And here are our ingredients. We have 1 kilogram of ground pork. We have 2 bulbs of onion chopped, 1 set of garlic chopped, and we have 2 tablespoons of raisins. Now, this is optional, guys. I'm not so sure if you love raisins, and this is what makes it special for my giniling. I grew up in a village where we have a neighbor selling picadillo with raisins on it, and sometimes with green peas. But we're going to lessen the ingredients with the same delicious taste. And we have 2 carrots sliced into cubes, just like this. And then we have 2 large potatoes. Now, you can actually opt for 1 large potato or 2 small potatoes if you like, but we'll make a giniling extended with more vegetables. Now, we're also going to use salt, pepper, soy sauce, and then cooking oil. Now, let's start. Now, for those who have been following us and watching our videos, you might be surprised we're speaking in English. We're going to try to mix it with Tagalog and English. We have our friends here who are interested on Filipino food. They would love to know the explanation and how it's being done. Now, let's put in our oil. That's it. That's around 3 tablespoons. The wok should do well in containing all our ingredients. Now, before our oil gets too hot, there you go. Ayaw kong may masayang. I don't want any waste. I don't want any leftovers. That's why we have to put in everything and use your hand if needed. Now let's just take that garlic's aroma out through our hot oil. And then our onion. Do you know, with this recipe actually, if you're going to chop the carrots and chop the potatoes, along with the chopped onions and garlic, a few seasoning of salt and pepper, and with our ground pork, you can actually make a patty, or pwede din kayong gumawa ng bola-bola or meatballs, pork meatballs. And now guys, let's put in our pork meat. Now, in this stage, lagyan natin ng soy sauce. So, let's say around half a cup of soy sauce. Yan. Now, you have to press the pork, otherwise magkukumpul siya. All right. Now, let's add some pepper. The more pepper there is, the more smoky and more delicious it is. Now, this is the simplest picadillo or giniling that I can do for you. Maraming mga versions, there are a lot of versions, but this one, if you are running out of time and you have like a small amount of ground chicken meat or beef or probably pork like this one, you can just chop up onions, a few cloves of garlic, and a patatas or potato, and then 1 carrot. And voila, okay na yan. That should serve you well. Alright, we're going to let it sit for a while. Let's let it cook. Hayaan lang muna natin siyang maluto, okay? Kasi medyo pula-pula pa yung meat niya. Until the redness is gone from this meat, and then we should be good to go. And let's add in the rest of the ingredients. So if you haven't subscribed to Wondering Kusina's YouTube channel, please subscribe now and click that notification bell so that you'll be updated on all our new videos. And we also have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So mga ka-wonders, nag-iiba na yung texture ng ating meat. Look at that, the redness has gone. The texture has changed into whitish. The next thing that we are going to achieve right now is to make sure that this is cooked and remove this coupling meat. Now, let's add some salt. Let's say a teaspoon of salt. Remember that the soy sauce is salty, but it has a different taste. Now we're just adding some salt to have the touch of saltiness that salt can only give. And we will taste it later to find out what kind of flavor we missed. The pork itself has produced its own juice, at the same time oil, because this ground pork is a combination of pure meat and fat. Now in this stage, we can add our carrots. Look at that colorful thing. It's giving life to our ground pork now. And then our potatoes. Now that we have added our potatoes and carrots, this will produce more juice from the carrots and potatoes. And then we're going to let it sit and then let that juice evaporate. Then we're going to taste it and let's see what flavor should we adjust. Now let's do an initial taste on this giniling. Tikman natin kung anong lasa. Not bad. Okay na actually yung lasa niya. Now we're just going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. We're putting sugar instead of MSG. We don't usually use it. In lieu of that, we use sugar. So you can still get that umami flavor. We're almost done. Now, we're going to add in our raisins. As I said, raisins are optional. You really don't have to put them in. But this will give that sweetness to our ground pork, to our giniling. Now we will know that this is ready to serve when the texture of the carrots and the potatoes are soft. Not mushy, but just soft. But you can actually opt to keep it crispy. Not that crispy like raw, but crispy before it gets too cooked. So we are just about to get to that point. So let's wait for 5 more minutes and this will be done. So mga ka-wonders, our giniling is cooked. It's ready. There you have it. See the texture. Tignan nyo yan. Look at that. See? Ganyan yung texture na hinahabol natin. However, hindi ko na dinamihan pa ng mantika. Baka lalo kayong ma-surprise. But this is enough. This is great. This is just perfect. And the best way to experience giniling is gawing palaman sa pandesal. You make this Filipino bread into a sandwich. Let's just open it that one. And then, let's put this in. There you go. There you have it. You have a sandwich. And now let's try it. There you have it mga ka-wonders. That's a recipe for today, giniling. And I hope you like this episode and you like this recipe. And if you do, please put the comment down below and give us a thumbs up. and share it to your friends and family and to your office mates. Daghang salamat mga ka-wonders. Thank you very much for watching. Ako si Chakoy. Stay cool, stay safe, and peace.